Okay, we're really going to do this. I don't know if I still have an intro. Like, do I know my intro? Do you know my intro? I feel like I neglected you guys. I neglected YouTube so bad. And I'm going to explain everything in this video. It's actually not really an excuse, but it is actually because I do think I have a valid reason. You know, but anyways, I will explain everything in this video because I asked you guys on stories if you had like pregnancy questions, and I don't want to turn this whole YouTube or Instagram thing into like everything about pregnancy. Obviously, it's a new phase, it's a new chapter in my life, so you know, it's inevitable and I love talking about it, but at the same time, this is not going to turn into like a mom blog. You know what I mean? I got a lot of questions and a lot of questions were the same. So yeah, I'm going to answer them all. It just feels so weird being back on YouTube. First of all, you know, before I start, I quickly want to say this. I know I talk a lot, but I quickly want to mention this. First of all, like I feel like 2020 is all about honesty, integrity, and just, I don't know, like influencers are kind of like shifting. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really showing the perfect picture, and it's very approachable for everyone, and I feel like the audience is like really liking it, and I feel like the spirits from this whole influencing thing is changing. Does that make sense? Do I make sense? Are these the hormones? I don't know. So I thought, I wasn't really sure if anyone would like miss me in this month, because you know, in June I was MIA because of my pregnancy. Because I never felt like a YouTuber, and I don't know why, because I have almost 300,000 subscribers. I know I sound very unthankful and ungrateful. I really don't mean it like that. It's just, I don't think I've ever been confident enough to say like, you know what, besides Instagram, I'm actually also like a YouTuber. Until the moment that you guys all DM me like, hey, where are your videos, and we miss you on YouTube, and we don't only follow you on Instagram. Some people don't even have Instagram, you know. So, and it actually felt really good, like, wow, am I being really missed on YouTube? Like, do people like really like my videos? You know what I mean? So I don't know, it's just a stupid thought I had of myself. From today on, I'm going to say I'm actually a YouTuber, you know. Yeah. So, first things first. How did you find out you were pregnant? Well, that's a funny story, because I was in the garden, the sun was shining, it was a beautiful day, and I was just sitting on the lounge and just chilling and basically doing nothing at all. And a few moments later, my husband was busy in the garden and, you know, doing boring stuff, and then a bird shit on my head. And that didn't happen. I don't think I can remember the last time that happened. I was definitely a kid, maybe like eight years old. So I posted that on my stories, like, you know what, a bird just shit on my head. And I got so many DMs like, oh my God, that means you're going to be lucky. That means good luck. And everyone said, like, in our country, we say it's good luck, but everyone said that. So I felt like the whole world had the same thought about that. So a few hours later, I think not even in the evening, I think it was just like 2 hours later, I found out I was pregnant. I had no symptoms at all. So I just went upstairs, took a test, because I was watching a Dutch vlogger. Her name is Beauty Gloss. I was watching her vlog, and she is, well, she has a child now, but she was pregnant back then. And I saw all those baby clothing and baby stuff and everything. And I just felt like, I'm going to go upstairs, take a pee, and do a test. And then I was completely in shock when it was positive. Completely. Because I didn't even have symptoms. I was not even like suspicious, you know. So it was like someone slapped me in the face, and it was just, I don't know, it was just so weird. So the second question is, what were the symptoms? So as I said, I had no symptoms at all, because I was only 3 weeks pregnant, 3 or 3.5. So I found out quite early, not even like, I didn't even have to wait till my period was supposed to start to come. That even English? I don't know. So I knew before that, which is quite unique, I guess. But I had no symptoms at all, like at all. So it was pure coincidence. I just maybe I just like my unconsciousness, I just hoped that I was pregnant, and I just took a test, and yeah, it said positive. But I back when I discovered I was pregnant, I had no symptoms. This is also a question that a lot of you ask. How long did it take before you got pregnant? Some questions are in Dutch actually, but I'm going to answer everything in English. If I have a lot of Dutch people watching and you want me to do a Dutch Q&A, then I will be happy to do it in Dutch as well. So how long did it take? You know what? It actually, that is the thing. I think that's why I was so in shock, because it happened immediately, and I know that I am super blessed and grateful to be able to say this, because I know that's quite like unique maybe nowadays. So we were, talking about kids, and the subject was we were just talking about kids a lot the past 2 years, but we had our reasons to wait. Maybe we were a little like, nervous, I guess, as well, because you are going to think rationally and you are going to come up with 1,000 excuses why you shouldn't have a child yet, because your house is not big enough, you're not successful enough yet. Like, you have this stupid excuses in your mind. I think it's like I don't know, like survival instinct or whatever. And so, we were just talking about this subject a lot, and I just started to feel, and he as well, like maybe he even like sooner than I had, but we were just talking about it a lot. And then I remember, you guys, we women, we usually know when we are ovulating. So I said to him, you know what, if we are blessed enough, I just don't want to like this whole pregnancy thing, I don't want to like plan it unless we have to. I don't want to like calculate my ovulation unless we have to. So because we didn't know yet, we were just like, I said, you know what, I think I'm ovulating right now. So, chances are, And then I wasn't expecting it, but 3 weeks later I was pregnant. And I felt like maybe that's why we were so in shock. It took a long time for me to like even realize it, because I felt like, wow, this is not the way it's supposed to go, because I know that there are a lot of people struggling. So I have to have some struggle, right? Because this can't be that easy. So in my head, I was like, I still couldn't believe it. Sometimes I still can't believe it. Like, you don't really realize it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's an answer to my question. What was the question? Oh yeah, how long did it take? Well, immediately actually. So I'm super happy with that. How long are you pregnant? 15 weeks and 1 day exactly. So when you will be watching this, it will be 15 plus 2. Do you have names? Well, we are not really sure when it comes to names, because we actually want to wait till we know what the gender is. So we really don't know what the gender is. We're going to hopefully find out at the end of this week. And if we're lucky enough, because you never know if the baby is going to show itself or be stubborn, we don't know. So I think unless we know the gender, we will like focus on names for a boy or a girl. We do have 1 or 2 names, but those are not really names from which I felt like, oh, this is it, So if you have name suggestions, please, comment it down below. I personally love unisex names. I love international names, but with a twist of something unique. That makes sense? I don't know. And short names as well. And I don't like an A at the end for a girl or a guy. So that's a personal thing, but yeah. How do you stay fit during your pregnancy? I don't. I am going to the gym. I started to go to the gym 1 week, last week, I think. So I only went 3 times. The last time I didn't do anything. The first 2 times I just went on a treadmill. I think that's how you say it. And then I just like do 15 to 20 minutes, like very slow, like very chill. And then I usually love to like toe my arms, my back a little, and my bum a little, and that's it. So just a very basic, very light workout. So I don't really stay fit besides that. I actually need to walk like around the block way more often. Okay, any weird cravings? I don't think I have like very bad or weird cravings. The only thing I'm craving is fruit. I love a lot of fruit. And actually before this, I was more into, like junk food, to be honest. Like I love snacks, everything sweet, everything salty. and the bad options, you know. And now I wasn't really craving for that. I was more like craving for fruit. I think the 4th week, just when I found out I was pregnant, I think a week after that, I was really craving orange juice. And then it was a chocolate milk, like a cold chocolate milk. And then like once I had like 2 glasses, I was already done with it. Like I wasn't really craving it the whole time. But now I just really love eating apples. How do you feel? I actually feel really good. Sometimes I still like sometimes I'm super energetic and focused and I have this like hyper focus. And then the next day I can be like really tired and not nauseous. I don't have a headache, just tired and vague, not really there. Fatigue, I think that's how you say it. And other than that, I do feel good. I have a little bit of pain in my back sometimes, but you know, like I'm not complaining because I think I had like a really nice chilled pregnancy. This is a question that you guys ask a lot. Are you going to do a gender reveal? We are going to do a gender reveal on Instagram. Not sure how we're going to do it yet. Like I think just simple, but we're not going to throw a gender reveal party. Even though I really like those parties, I've organized one. I've been to, did I ever go to a gender reveal? I don't know. But it's just not our thing, I think. I just want to be like very in the moment with my husband and just really like fantasize about once the gender is revealed. I just want to like go and drink a cup of coffee with him, decaf for me, and then just, you know, just talk about it and like fantasize, or not even like talk about it, just be in the moment and just, you know, knowing that we're thinking the same and we're fantasizing the same without all of the like lovely but families and friends over there, and I don't feel like I can be in the moment, like very intimate moment, you know what I mean? So that is why we're not going to throw a party. How did you tell your husband? Okay, so I went upstairs, right, the same day, beautiful day. So I took a test and I saw the positive stripe thing you get like immediately. And usually when you're 3 weeks, it's, you know, it can be very vague. Like after a few minutes that you can see maybe something, maybe not. But this one was very clear. And I kind of took the test as a joke because, you know, who gets pregnant this fast? So I thought, you know, I wasn't really sure why I took a test because we haven't tried anything during our ovulation, but I was still taking tests, you know. Anyways, so I was in complete shock. So I pull up my pants, wash my hands, go to the living room downstairs, and I'm sitting on the stairs and he can see me because he's sitting on the couch. And I think I had like a test in my hand and like my hand in front of my mouth because I was so in shock. And then he looked at me and he was just not moving. And he was like, what is it? And I said, it's positive, like I'm pregnant. And then he said, you're joking. I said, I'm not. And then he said, if you're joking, this is a really stupid joke. I said, I'm not joking. I don't even know why he thinks I would joke over something like that. Okay, maybe I did joke, say I was pregnant a few years ago. Anyways, so he was in shock, I was in shock, and we were looking at each other and we were just in shock. It was not something like we were just completely hugging each other, and there was just this disbelief. That's the word I was looking for. This disbelief. Like the adrenaline was rushing through my body. And I felt like this can't be right. Like something is off. So we took another test. We bought the clear blue one and then the more expensive one, the cheaper ones, everything, the digital ones. And then we just waited and it said pregnant, 2-3 weeks pregnant. And then it said like literally pregnant. That's just different when it says pregnant. And we were just looking at it and we were very happy. Obviously we hugged and I'm not sure if I cried, but there was just this disbelief. How I speak right now is just exactly how I felt because I feel like it's taking me back to how I felt, but it was just this disbelief. And you know what? That didn't go away for, you know, a couple of weeks until week 7 or 8 when you get that ultrasound. And I was like so I felt like, you know what, this is too easy. Like, I don't even deserve this stupid thoughts, but this is how I thought. Everyone is struggling, so there has to be some sort of struggle. So I went to the ultrasound. I was just, obviously I told like my really close friends and my family, just my mom and my dad, my sisters and brother, so that I was pregnant, and they were all so happy. But when my friends were so happy and some like really teared up, I wasn't really tearing up, because I thought, you know what, we just need to wait, because maybe the heart is not beating, maybe there is no heartbeat or a sign of life. So I was just completely in survival mode. I wasn't trying to get my hopes up too much. I think I was just protecting myself from like a lot of pain. When you find out you're pregnant, you're just going to Google everything like crazy, every little thing. And I was just on my phone like 24/7. I was just making myself crazy by reading all of the miscarriage stuff. So I was like, this was way too easy. So I need to, something is going to happen, and I didn't want to be too happy. So when people were really happy, I was just like, we'll see what happens. So yeah, actually it's stupid not to at least try to really trust your body. And everyone's like, you need to enjoy this moment, you need to enjoy these weeks, but I just couldn't, until I found out the heart was beating, and there was just this cute little thing. I can't wait. I'm just then I got really excited, and then you have the ultrasound at 12 weeks, and then you just start to worry again, because everything can happen. And 12 weeks, once that's over, and you're kind of like in the safe zone. So now it's like, every time you get like an ultrasound, like there's just this worry. But he or she, like the baby, was super, super active and just jumping around. And I was just really like super happy to see that. And once you see that, then you start to realize, oh my God, this is in my tummy, in my belly, in my body. And I think maybe once I start to feel the baby kicking, and like, once I start to feel the baby in my belly, in my tummy, then everything hopefully can get like a little bit more real. Are you using any sort of body moisturizer or oil for stretch marks? I will insert 2 pictures here. One is just 100% almond oil, because I've heard and read that that is the best thing for stretch marks. And you can't prevent stretch marks, but you can. I don't know why I do that, but I think you can, but you can't. That's what I read. This doesn't make sense at all. And then you have one from Weleda. I don't know how you guys say that in English, but in Netherlands we say Weleda. They have like a pregnancy oil, and that one is really nice as well. So I just use those 2, and I try to use everything a little bit more organic, natural. When it comes to makeup, I don't really pay attention to a lot of ingredients, but then at the same time, I'm not like barely wearing any makeup unless I have to film, so it's not on my face like the whole day. Will you go all out for your baby shower? I don't know, that's not really who I am. I know this sounds super boring, no gender reveal, like no baby shower, but I just feel like if I'm going to throw a baby shower, I would like to do it myself. Like, I don't like to be surprised. And I just feel like, like all those people, they need to come, they feel pressure to buy anything. And yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not saying no, but I still have to think about it. Luckily, I still have time to think about it. And because I'm going to hopefully like deliver in winter, it's cold. I don't know. I think about it too much. This is in Dutch, so I have to translate it in English, but it says like, when it comes to being a mother, what is the thing that you're looking, oh my God, this translation sucks. What is the thing that you're looking most forward to? What is the thing you look most forward to? Well, I don't know, but you guys probably understand what I'm saying when it comes to being a mother. So when it comes to being a mom, I think I'm really excited to have a soulmate for life. I said to my husband, I feel like this child is a gift from the universe. And I also feel like it's partly from us, but partly it's from the world, it's from the universe. So I'm excited to struggle as a mom, in a good way and in a bad way, like the really extremely happy moments, and then the really like sad moments, the heartbreak moments where you need to let them go. And just, I don't know, just thinking about it makes me feel like I'm alive already. And I'm just really looking forward to having a soulmate for the rest of my life, having this job as a mom for the rest of my life until my last breath. I feel like I am responsible, well, partly responsible for someone else's happiness, for their way of thinking. And I just want to be able to really give the best I have, and also like discover myself as a mom, because that's a new phase for me. So I think I'm going to learn a lot from my child, and hopefully it's the other way around as well. So I'm just excited to be a mom. It feels so weird saying that. Someone says, this is also in Dutch, you were kind of like acting a little bit more distant when someone would ask you about like children or pregnancy. So why the sudden pregnancy? Well, it is sudden actually, but it's not something that we just thought about it and then we just thought, you know what, we're going to go for it. I think I was pretty distant when it came to the questions. Like, me and my husband are together for 13 years. We are almost married for 5 years. So I kind of understand why people will think like, hey, you know what? Do they want to like have a family? Do they want to have kids? But at the same time, you have no idea if people are struggling with fertility. It's not the case, but you don't know that. So I felt like a lot of these questions were extremely rude and very inappropriate. You have no idea how many people would ask me. And also like people were like, you know what, we haven't really said anything until now because we were patient, but it's about time. And I couldn't, like, it was just so annoying. So I think in my unconsciousness, I was just like rejecting everything that had to do with people asking me about pregnancy. I was just annoyed by it. Like, people want to decide a big part of your faith. That's just crazy to me. I can't even decide that, so who are you? And I know I may sound a little annoyed by it, but I just had like really rude women saying to me like, you know what, baby, like, is there a baby coming? And I said, well, it's not like I can order one. And then they were like, yeah, I think you're a little bit scared. You're scared as a mom, right? You don't have to be scared. And they're just filling in your answers. And I just really didn't want to answer them because, you don't have to. So for us, the main thing is that I feel like everyone who was born, I'm talking a lot, right? This is going to be a long video. Anyways, I feel like if you're born, you're already like programmed, whether it's good or bad, like by your parents, by your environment, school, friends, everything. So I feel like you hit a certain age where you need to like rediscover yourself. What do you actually think, and what is kind of like programmed? So what is the old you? What is the new you? And what is the new you without all the noise and without all the things that you have been taught? And I wasn't really agreeing with a lot of things I grew up with. Husband had exactly the same thing. So we were kind of like not only discovering ourselves, but also like us as a couple. Like, who are we? What do we think about this and that? And it's really hard to really find your individual, unique way of thinking and living and just really practicing that. Even though people don't really agree with what they're seeing, they're going to start interfering in your stuff, in your business, and tell you how you're supposed to live. And we just really wanted to be those strong parents, human beings for ourselves as well, to not let noise get in the way. I didn't want to project my traumas. Everyone has them, whether they're small or big. I didn't want to project them to my children. I just really want me to raise my children instead of like all the things that I've been taught, which I don't agree with anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just think that we had a lot of mental stuff to do, and now I think we're very strong and in such a good place and in such at peace with ourselves that I think this is the perfect time. So even though it may not be fertility, even though it may not be that, just some people maybe don't want children, that's completely fine as well. Or maybe they aren't ready, maybe they're financially not stable enough. There could be like a lot of things at stake and you just don't know that. So that's why I I didn't feel responsible to give an answer when someone would ask about children or pregnancy. That's a very long answer to that question, but that is the answer. I am 31 years old and I don't know if I'm ready to be a mom. How was that for you? I think it's different for everyone. Some may be like, you know what, I was born ready. I am a mom. I wanted to be a mom forever. They are maybe like 21 and they have their first child and they're completely fine with it. They're just a perfect mom. And some people, they have other stuff to do. And as I said, I just don't feel like you should be pressured, social pressure. I think it's important that you need to ignore social pressure. I don't think you will ever be really ready because, your life is probably good as it is right now, so why change it? Even if I didn't realize it and I had this disbelief when I found out I was pregnant, I still felt this mom feelings. I was like, this is it. Like, I wasn't scared, I think. I don't think I was scared. Obviously, yes, I said to my husband, like, am I going to be a good mom? Are we going to be able to do this? But that's just like a normal question to ask. And I think if you're going to be a mom, you're just going to repeat that to yourself. Like, am I doing the right job? Am I being a good mom? I think like even if you're 60, 70, 80, you will still, ask yourself that. So I don't think there's a time that you will be ready. But I am 100% sure that if you would love to have children one day and you are pregnant, then that's all you want at that moment. So if you already want to be a mom one day, like you definitely won't regret, the baby in your belly. Okay, I think I'm going to do a last question. This is a question, and I know this is coming from a very good place, but people say like, did you purposely waited till this age before like your first child? I have to translate that. So I'm 28. I'm going to be, at the end of September, I'm going to be 29. I don't know about you, but I just feel like my environment makes it seem like that is very old and mature. I think for me, it's a perfect age. But if you're 35, it's a perfect age. If you're 21, it's a perfect age. So this is social pressure, and this is, obviously that we have our biological clock ticking. So I'm not saying you are going to be fertile forever, but I'm just saying like, if it is possible, what is the right age? You don't know people's life, their fate, everything. So you can't really decide that, So yes, I did purposely wait not until this age, but here, I did purposely wait here and here. Does the bond between you and your husband gets better during your pregnancy? Well, my husband is already like super caring and very, very sweet. He's like, I don't really see a difference when it comes to that because he's always like this caring. I think there is a different bond, yes, but you don't really, we talk about everything, but it's just, you kind of look different at each other, but not really on purpose. I just feel like I'm going to love him even more. And I just look at him like super, super proud. I know he's a born dad. I already know that. And I think I can you just look at each other differently, knowing that you're going to be a mom and a dad. And even today we walked around in a forest and I was like, I am so proud of us for everything that we've done already 13 years back. Not a lot of people agreed with what we had. We had a secret relationship because I was super young and I come from like a strict family. So, he's 30, I'm 28. And yeah, we did everything, literally everything by ourselves. So I am super proud of that. And yes, that makes a bond even stronger, I think. So those are my answers to a lot of your questions. I hope I answered your question. If you still have questions, let me know. I can do like a part 2 if you guys want that. And also one thing I really want to mention more than ever now, I think it was the minute I got pregnant, I also felt like I was in the shower and I was thinking about everyone who had like a hard time getting pregnant. So if you are here watching this video and you are hopeful or maybe not, then this is very personal for everyone. So I don't really want to give advice because, easy for me to say, but I just want to know that I don't take this for granted. I'm just super happy. I'm not complaining, and I hope that everyone is blessed enough to be a mom or a dad if you want to be one. I really want to keep you guys in my prayers, and please let's stop with the questions, because you can really hurt someone even though it's coming from a good place. So yeah, I hope you guys liked my video. Did I have like an outro? Like, did I say anything? Did I say that you guys should follow me on Instagram as well? Am I still a YouTuber? I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching my new video. I still remember. Do I? Yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment, because I would love to talk to you guys in the comment section. I missed you guys, and thank you guys so much if you've ever reached out to me asking me if I'm okay, not knowing that I was pregnant, and for all the DMs and comments.